Friday the 13th is getting a 4K release this fall. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and The Killing both get 4K release dates from Kino Lorber. Red Sonja gets a 4K announcement from Studio Canal. And we're looking at one of the best physical media release weeks of the year as Escape from New York, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Beverly Hills Cop 2, and The Craft all hit 4K this week. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, here today to deliver to you the Physical Media Report, episode 108. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness where I cover everything new and exciting in the world of physical media. We're going to talk about the new 4Ks, the new Blu-ray announcements. We're going to talk about deals. We're going to talk about some physical media woes. We're also going to talk about what's coming out this week. What an incredible release week that we have. But before we get into it, guys, I have to ask that if you are not yet a subscriber to the Mid-Level Media channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more great content. I do all kinds of stuff on this channel, mostly centered around the world of physical media, new 4K and Blu-ray reviews. I do this physical media report every single Monday, Blu-ray hunting videos, unboxings, collection updates, just tons of exciting physical media content. So if you like that kind of stuff, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, be sure to like this video and comment down below, guys. We got a ton of stuff to cover here today, and I want to know what you're the most excited about. I want to know what you get most amped up for. I want to know what gets your juices flowing the most of all these physical media 4K Blu-ray releases. What are you the most excited for? Definitely leave that in the comment section below, and also be sure to turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's jump into the rumors, and we've got one light rumor. This is one again that we know is going to come out. It's a no-brainer, but Top Gun Maverick is coming to 4K from Paramount at some point in 2022. And the artwork that I am showing as revealed by Dawn of the Disc on Instagram is apparently the final artwork for this release. So Top Gun Maverick has not come out in theaters yet. I think it comes out on May the 24th, which is a Tuesday. So it comes out on a Tuesday, next Tuesday. I'm excited to see it. I've been hearing some great things about it, but this is coming out on 4K from Paramount. Again, no official release date, but I do like the 4K cover that they are showing here. It's definitely going to pair nicely with the old Top Gun 4K. So very excited to watch this movie, and definitely very excited to own this one in 4K. Right now, it's got like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, an insane score. So a lot of people are really loving this movie, and it just gets me even more hyped. So let me know in the comment section below. Are you excited to see Top Gun? Are you excited to own it on physical media? Again, let me know in that comment section below. So let's get into the actual news and announcements. And we got a really interesting tidbit of information on Friday the 13th, this past Friday. But Friday the 13th is coming to 4K from Paramount on September the 13th. And the pre-orders are available right now for $25.99. So Friday the 13th, again, we just got that big box set release from Screen Factory back in 2020. Again, the first 4 had 4K scans, so the work has already been done there for this, but I'm excited for this, guys. I really think they could do some great work with this 4K restoration, the HDR, and some of the blood scenes, and just the fact that a lot of this movie is set outside, a lot of this movie is set in the nighttime. I really think with that contrast level, the black levels and the HDR, I really think that they could do a lot with this movie in Dolby Vision. And yeah, hopefully this is going to be one of the standout 4K releases of this year. Again, it's kind of limited when you go back to these movies from the early 80s, like what they could do with the film. But again, I just think this is going to look fantastic. I can't wait to see Pamela Voorhees in 4K get beheaded. I just think it's going to look spectacular. So Friday the 13th 4K, I'm absolutely down for. I hope, though, that they do announce, again, like, I don't know if we'll get these all at the same time, but I hope that we get part 2, part 3, and part 4, because again, the 4K work are done for all 4 of those releases. It is weird that Screen Factory is not going to get the rights to do this because they just did that Screen Factory box set release. But again, the same thing happened with Event Horizon, which we'll discuss a little bit later in the show. It looks like Paramount is taking back the rights for the 4Ks for some of these releases and doing them themselves and not letting Screen Factory, not giving them the opportunity to do that. So yeah, Event Horizon is going to be coming out to 4K from Paramount, and also Friday the 13th seems to be coming to 4K from Paramount. So will Screen Factory have the opportunity to do it? I don't know. It's a weird thing that the rights are crossing over everywhere at this point. But yeah, I'm excited. Either way, Screen Factory does it, Paramount does it. I'm excited to get to see Friday the 13th in 4K for the first time this September. So let's move on to the next announcement. That is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So this has had a previous release date before, but it got pushed, it got delayed. And now this is going to be coming out on July the 26th with a price point of $39.99. Now, I do imagine that price is definitely going to be coming down. But I'm very excited for this one. This is another movie that I have I think I've only seen half of it. I may have seen the whole thing, but I just don't remember liking it too much. I think I turned it off like halfway through when I was in high school watching this for the first time. So I'm excited to watch it with fresh, more refined film-going eyes this time around. But yeah, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind with Jim Carrey is coming to 4K. This is going to have Dolby Vision as well, coming from Kino Lorber. Again, this is one that they've been announced for quite some time. So I thought they did a fantastic job with Man on the Moon. That was just a Blu-ray transfer, so I can't wait to see what they do with this movie, and I'm super excited to get to watch it again in 4K. I think it's probably going to look amazing. Definitely excited for that to come out on July the 26th. We also had The Killing, which is a Stanley Kubrick film from, I believe, 1956. Again, I could be wrong, or maybe it was sometime in the late 50s this one came out. But The Killing on 4K, I really enjoyed this movie when I watched it. I watched all of Kubrick's films a couple of years ago. Really enjoyed this movie. It's a really cool heist film. Just kind of an old school heist film that really like shows you where the inspirations for a lot of the modern heist movies came from. So I think The Killing is a great movie, and I cannot wait to own this one in 4K as well. This is coming out with Dolby Vision from Kino Lorber on July the 26th, so the same date the Eternal Sunshine's coming out, and this is going to be available for $39.99. Again, I feel like that price point is going to come down at some point. But yeah, as of right now, it's $39.99 for The Killing on 4K. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. Also, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Event Horizon, I talked about it last week on the Physical Media Report, but we do have that final Steelbook artwork release for this 4K Steelbook coming out on August the 9th, and a release date as well. Last week when I was doing it, it was very weird because it was in the middle of like being a rumor and an actual announcement. I think right after I filmed it went up on Amazon. So as of right now, it was rumored that it's going to get a slipcover release and a Steelbook. That could still be the case, but as of right now, it just has the Steelbook on Amazon for $30.99. So it's not going to be a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. It is going to be available to purchase on Amazon. So that leads me to believe that it might just be a Steelbook. They might not do a slipcover for Event Horizon. It is a really nice looking slipcover. It's a really nice looking Steelbook. It looks like Paramount's kind of going the Lionsgate route and using the slipcover to kind of, integrate the artwork together with the slipcover artwork and also the Steelbook artwork. So it's really cool. It's got some zombie hands and stuff on it. So yeah, I'm excited for Event Horizon in 4K. I know I already have the Scream Factory release. That's a 4K scam, but I'm super excited to own this one on 4K. I think it's a great movie from the science fiction horror movie from the 90s, and I can't wait to own it in 4K. Again, I'll buy as many copies of this movie as it takes. I love this movie, so I think the Steelbook's super sweet, so definitely going to pre-order this one. This is available again on August the 9th for $30.99. So let's get into Red Sonja. This is a movie from 1985. This is coming out on July 18th from Studio Canal. So this is an overseas release. You're going to get a slipcover. You're going to get a Steelbook with this one, but it is an overseas release as of right now. Now, I do imagine at some point, because Studio Canal usually works with Lionsgate, now we might be getting some kind of cool Lionsgate Steelbook of Red Sonja at some point. I have to imagine that will probably happen, but as of right now, you're just going to be able to get it from Studio Canal overseas on July the 18th for Red Sonja. So yeah, I haven't seen this movie, so definitely super excited to check that one out. We'll probably add that one to the collection as well. We also have Ambulance on 4K that was announced from Universal UK. So again, not a US physical media release has been announced on 4K for this yet, but it will be available from Universal UK on July the 27th. We also have The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent coming to 4K and getting a Steelbook from Lionsgate on June the 21st. Very cool design for this one. Again, so many great editions of this movie have come out. I really don't know which one I'm going to get. I'm leaning towards the Target. I really like that Target exclusive, but that Steelbook looks freaking awesome as well. I'm just excited to see the movie. Again, another one I've heard great things about, but haven't got a chance to go out and check out. But one I did get a chance to unfortunately check out over the weekend was Firestarter, the new Firestarter, and that's going to be coming to Blu-ray from Universal on June the 28th. So look, guys, I watched Firestarter over the weekend, and it's not great. If you want to know my more in-depth thoughts, definitely go check out my wife and I's channel, Married with Media. We did a full review of that over the weekend. Again, that's always linked down below, so check out our channel over there if you want to see my thoughts on Firestarter. But I'll say this, it's not a Blu-ray that I'm necessarily excited to pick up, but that's supposedly coming out on physical media on June the 28th. No 4K announcement for that yet, but maybe we might get an announcement for that. Who knows? We also had the A-Team series, all 5 seasons, 90 episodes coming to Blu-ray from Universal on June the 28th. So this is the first time this show is coming to Blu-ray. So a lot of people were really excited about this one. A lot of A-Team fanatics out there. Can't say that I am. I do love me some Mr. T and Rocky 3, but I've never checked out the A-Team television show, so maybe I will at some point, but it's not necessarily one that's on my radar to pick up when it comes out. But yeah, that's going to be coming out from Universal on June the 28th. We also have Spider-Man No Way Home getting a 3D Blu-ray from Random Space Media on August the 15th. So if you're a 3D fanatic and you wanted to see the new Spider-Man film in 3D, you will be able to do so on August the 15th. So definitely excited for Marvel 3D fanatics. In August, you're going to be able to get to see Spider-Man, all the Tobey Maguires and Andrew Garfields in 3D. That's going to be awesome. We also got Last Crusade getting a 4K steelbook. Again, this is a part of the run of Indiana Jones steelbooks that they've been announcing that's been pissing everybody off that picked up that steelbook set last year of Indiana Jones, because these are just the original poster artwork. And again, the original poster artwork is just always better, in my opinion. It really is. So everybody should just always do that. Just use the original poster. It's always better, and these steelbooks do look amazing, I'll be honest. I might end up getting some of them. I will absolutely get Temple of Doom. I don't know if I'll get the other ones, but again, Last Crusade has been announced to come out from Paramount on August the 16th. Crystal Skull was also rumored to be coming soon. Again, we figured it probably would. It's a part of the set. It's a part of the universe. As much as many people like to discount the movie and say, look, I love the first three, but we're not going to talk about Crystal Skull. Look, I enjoy Crystal Skull for what it is. It's absolutely part of the franchise, and you guys have to include it. And again, it's going to be getting a steelbook, I'm sure, coming a little bit later on down the line. We also got Peacemaker coming to Blu-ray from Warner Brothers on September the 5th. So that HBO Max John Cena Peacemaker show, which was an HBO Max exclusive coming to physical media. We also had some Umbrella Entertainment releases. I don't usually cover Umbrella a lot on this show, but they got some really cool stuff in here that I thought was worth announcing. So all of these releases will be coming out on July the 6th. We have Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2, which I remember watching both of these films when I was a kid. I haven't picked up any of the Scream Factory or Shout Factory releases because I feel like they're out of print. But I will absolutely be picking this set up because, again, I remember watching Ghoulies and Ghoulies 2 when I was a kid on VHS. Have not seen them since, so I'd be curious to check them out now and see if they actually hold up as, good like creature feature horror films. We also have Hobo with a Shotgun coming out, The Dead Kids, and The Love Witch and Viva in a double pack set, which I've been wanting to watch The Love Witch. I haven't got a chance to do so yet. Heard some great things about it. So these are some really cool releases coming out from Umbrella Entertainment. So I just wanted to highlight them here today on the Physical Media Report. So let's move on to the Physical Media. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. We got something going on here, guys. We've got ourselves some late breaking news announcements. Let's get into it. So Criterion has announced their August slate. Look, I don't do a lot of these breaking news. Right in the middle of the Physical Media Report, we are going into this breaking news. Criterion, guys, we got to talk about it. So yeah, apparently Criterion has just announced their August slate. All right, let's dig into these titles, guys. Let's dig it. Without further ado, they are coming out with Frownland, which is a film from 2007. Let's look into this one. So yeah, I do not know much about this at all. A film by Ronald Bronstein. And this is going to be getting a Blu-ray release on August the 16th. So very cool. New 2K digital transfer. Yeah, I have not heard of this movie before. Frownland. Let me know in the comment section below if you've heard of Frownland. So the next one is a Safdie Brothers film, and it's called Daddy Longlegs. It looks like an animated movie. Is that animated? No, I think that's just the cover because the actual images from the film look like an actual movie. So this is a Safdie Brothers film from 2009, so 8 years before they did Good Time. Which, by the way, can you do Good Time in the Criterion Collection? I would love that as well. I think they could do some great artwork and add a lot of cool special features to it. Lionsgate did a good job with that release, but again, they could just add so much to a Criterion. I think that's absolutely worth checking out, and doing for the Criterion Collection. But yeah, I'm very thrown off right now. Late breaking news: Daddy Longlegs, coming from the Safdie Brothers, a 2009 film that's going to be coming out on August the 16th. Again, this is a Blu-ray release. No new 4Ks as of right now. We also have Hotel du Nord, which is a film from 1938. So we're getting into that classic Criterion. And trying to look into this one, I don't know. This is a new 2K digital restoration coming to Blu-ray in August the 23rd for $27.96. It's also got a DVD release for $20.96. So again, no 4K sightings yet. I think they kind of blew their wad on the 4K announcements and they're kind of taking it easy, it looks like, with this August announcement. But yeah, 1938, this is a French film, so yeah, don't know too much about that one. We also have Buck and the Preacher, which is a film starring Sidney Poitier, and it's directed by Sidney Poitier, and it looks like some kind of Western. This is from 1972. Now, this one I'm absolutely interested in picking it up. And again, this is going to come in perfect time because August, I do plan to do Western Month Part 2. So this is going to come at a perfect time. I'm definitely going to pick this one up for sure. Awesome artwork on this one. This is coming out on August the 23rd. So yeah, again, don't know too much about it. This is a new 4K digital restoration. So this is the first 4K restoration, but again, it's on a Blu-ray, not a 4K disc. And the last one we're going to get into is Fatale. Hopefully I pronounced that right, but this is a 2021 film, so a recent film, and this is from Ethiopia. This is from a Mexican Ethiopian filmmaker, Jessica Bashir. So yeah, this is a newer film, and this is coming to Blu-ray on August the 30th for $27.96. Also getting a DVD release for $20.96. So yeah, that's the Criterion August announcements. Look, I'm going to be honest right now, just right off the bat after reading those. Not the most exciting announcements, but again, Criterion's been doing a lot of great stuff and announcing a lot of cool stuff. I'm a little disappointed that there's no 4Ks in there. I feel like they should have at least had one, but again, they kind of blew their wad with the last month's announcements, announcing Raging Bull in 4K. I think there was 4 4Ks in last month's announcements for July. So look, it's, there's some cool stuff in there, though, that I absolutely will check out. I'm really interested in that Sidney Poitier Western for sure. But let me know in the comment section below. I'm really excited right now. Late breaking news on the Physical Media Report. I'm excited to bring it to you guys as it developed, as it happened right here in front of my eyes on my laptop. So yeah, very exciting stuff, guys. But let's get into the Physical Media woes. So we do have a 12 Monkeys UHD update on the disc issue. So I'm going to read this statement right here. They are finally admitting that there were issues with the 12 Monkeys 4K. They were kind of denying it there for a little bit and saying there wasn't an issue, and then they were going to look into it, and then they finally looked into it and discovered that there was. So I'm going to read this statement from them real quick, and then we'll get into the deals and everything. So they said, sadly, we have identified a fault on our 12 Monkeys UHD where at approximately 41 minutes, some footage is briefly repeated with no interruption to the soundtrack. The error was not spotted by the producers, the facility that carried out the work, or the filmmaker who approved the restoration. The fault was traced to the initial 4K data when one of the scanned reels contained some overlap in the content that wasn't flagged in the initial conform. We are continuing to review our workflow processes to prevent these issues from happening in the future. Please hold on to your copy and we will follow up with further information as soon as possible. Sorry for the inconvenience. We look forward to resolving this for you. So this was about 41 minutes in. So I started watching 12 Monkeys the other night. Again, I'm not a huge fan of this movie. I got 30 minutes in and then turned it off again. I'm going to return to it at some point, but yeah, again, it doesn't. I'm kind of reluctant to even get back into it at this point. I'll just wait for the new disc because I don't want my disc all messed up. But again, repeated footage. They just had this issue pop up, I believe, in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. So a lot of repeated footage into that. I believe Criterion had one recently as well. So yeah, it looks like they've identified it. They're going to make it right. It's interesting that it wasn't spotted by the producers, and they're tracing it back to the old 4K restoration. So I don't know. I don't really know what to think about this. Again, I'll wait for the disc replacement program and update you guys as soon as possible. But yeah, guys, let's get back into it. We got to talk about some deals. We got some great deals going on this week. We have a Grindhouse Video Arrow sale going on from May the 13th to June the 5th. So tons of Arrow Video titles. I will link that down below so you can check out what they got and see what you want to add to your Arrow Video collection. We also have the French Dispatch, the Wes Anderson film, on Blu-ray for $8.99. That is an incredible deal for that, especially when it came out. I believe it was $22.99. So again, awesome deal for that release. And this is one that didn't come out with the slipcover because it came out through Disney Buena Vista, I think. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. I might actually end up picking this one up because I did want to see the movie, but I was not going to pay like $20 for the Blu-ray for this. But yeah, $8.99, that is a great deal for the French Dispatch. Definitely jump on that. We also have Black Widow on 4K for $17.99, Shang-Chi on 4K for $17.99, The Kingsman on 4K for $17.99. So tons of Disney 4Ks for $17.99. We also got Tron and Tron Legacy for $5.99. Those are two that I was actually thinking about grabbing because I haven't seen either one and don't have them in the collection. We also have National Treasure with Nicolas Cage for $5.99. We got Joe with Nicolas Cage for $5. Now, this is a David Gordon Green film. The same guy that's doing the new Halloween films, did Pineapple Express. This is a really good dramatic film with Nicolas Cage and maybe one of his best performances. I really enjoyed this movie when I watched it. One that I might actually go ahead and jump on and pick up because $5 is a great deal for that. We also have Prisoners of a Ghostland. Big Nicolas Cage run right here for $7.50. We got Encanto on 4K for $22.99. We got the Friday the 13th Steelbook Collection for $44.43. We got Ron's Gone Wrong on 4K for $17.99. And we got the Django 4K, guys, for $29.60. So this is one that I absolutely recommend. This is hands down the best 4K transfer in the past 2 years, is this Django 4K. If you do not own this in your collection and you like films like this, spaghetti westerns, western films, old 60s spaghetti westerns like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars, all that stuff, you will love this film. It is a great movie. And the transfer is just like out of this world. And it's actually at a reasonable price right now for $29.60. So way better than any other 4K that you could buy for this price point. So absolutely recommend getting Django on 4K. Now let's talk about what is new this week, because we've got some absolute bangers coming out this week. Some great stuff from studios, great stuff from boutique labels. It is just an all-around stellar week for physical media. We got Escape from New York coming out on 4K from Screen Factory for $27.99. I've already got my review for this one on the channel. I got this vinyl set right here, which is available for $60.99 still on ScreenFactory.com. Now you can also get a vinyl plus the pins for $118.99. I don't know if those pins are worth an extra $60, but they must be some great pins for that hike in price. So yeah, absolutely recommend picking up Escape from New York. I did a review on it. Go check it out if you haven't already, but it's a great release from Screen Factory. So yeah, and a great movie as well. So very excited to have that one in the collection. We also have The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance coming to 4K from Paramount Presents. This is spine number 31 in this new line series from them. This is going to be available for $29.99. So that went down $5 in price because I think it was $34.99. So I cannot recommend this movie highly enough. It is just one of the best westerns I've ever seen. One of the best casts. John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart. Like, it's such a great movie, such a great cast, great performances. Watched it earlier this year for Western Month, and I'm just so excited to own it in 4K. I cannot wait to watch it again and again. Good price point for this one, going down to $29.99. And the first 4K release coming out from Paramount Presents. We also got Top Secret on Blu-ray coming out from Paramount for $14.99. So excited for this one as well, to get to revisit this spoof comedy for the first time on Blu-ray. We also have Beverly Hills Cop 2 coming out on 4K from Paramount. Paramount is absolutely killing the game this week. They're doing some great stuff. This is going to be available for $19.99. So really good price point in this new 4K release of Beverly Hills Cop 2. So excited to check this one out. Directed by Tony Scott. I'm a huge Tony Scott fan. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first Beverly Hills Cop movie. From what I hear, this one is absolutely a better film than the first one. So I'm excited to get into it. We also got Licorice Pizza, the new Paul Thomas Anderson film, coming out on Blu-ray from Universal for $24.49. A little bit too steep for a Blu-ray for me, but I'll pick it up down the line when it goes on sale, like The French Dispatch for $8.99 or something. We also have The Craft coming out on 4K from Screen Factory for $27.99. Very excited to get this one in tomorrow and definitely review and talk about it with you guys. We also have Extreme Prejudice, the film with Nick Nolte, coming out on Blu-ray from Vestron Video for $12.99. So I just love these Vestron Video releases. They always have great artwork. They're reasonably priced. They have good special features, usually good transfers as well. So very excited to check this one out for the first time this week. We also have Femme Fatale coming out, the film with Antonio Banderas and Rebecca Romaine Stamos, coming out from Shout Factory for $22.99. We also have Girls Night Out coming out from Arrow Video for $25.99. It's also coming out with alternate artwork, or an alternate slipcover of The Scaremaker. So The Scaremaker is the original title of this film before they changed it to Girls Night Out. I actually learned that by watching the special features last night, because I did watch this movie and I'm hoping to have a review out for it pretty soon on the channel. We also have the Hell or High Water 4K Steelbook coming out from Lionsgate for $19.99. I am so excited for this. This is definitely top priority for me tomorrow. I will collect every single one of these Lionsgate Steelbooks. They're so incredibly beautiful and I love them so much. But yeah, this looks like an incredible Steelbook. This is an incredible movie. And the 4K, from what I heard, it's an incredible transfer as well. So this is a no-brainer for me. Absolutely have to pick up the Hell or High Water Steelbook. It's just one of the best movies that's come out in like the past 5 years. We also have the Mark Wahlberg sci-fi film Infinite coming out on 4K from Paramount for $19.99. Again, Paramount is just killing it this week. It's also getting a Blu-ray release for $14.99. We have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde coming out on Blu-ray from Warner Archive for $17.99. We have Violent City, a Charles Bronson film, coming to Blu-ray from Kino Lorber for $21.98. Really cool artwork on that slipcover. We got Without Warning coming to Blu-ray from Kino Lorber for $19.99. We also have Belle, an anime, coming to Blu-ray and getting a Target exclusive steelbook from Shout Factor for $19.99. We have The Funeral, which is a 1984 Japanese film coming from the Criterion Collection for $27.99. We also have Wormwood Apocalypse coming from Decal releasing for $12.99. We also have Sundown coming from Decal releasing for $12.99. Crusade coming out on Blu-ray from Scorpion for $29.99. The Last Kingdom, the complete series, coming to Blu-ray from Universal for $71.99. And Season 5 getting a standalone release for $29.99. We have Death Valley coming to Blu-ray from RLJE for $14.99. We have Slasher Flesh and Blood Season 1 coming from RLJE Entertainment for $17.99. And lastly, guys, the latest Bruce Willis film is hitting DVD and Blu-ray from Vertical Entertainment. This is A Day to Die for $12.99. A nice little play on A Good Day to Die Hard, or the Die Hard franchise. Definitely makes it sound like it's in that franchise, and you got Bruce Willis on the cover. I'm sure they're going to get a lot of sales for this one. But yeah, A Day to Die Hard. If you want to support Bruce Willis, you know what he's going through right now. You know, pick up a crappy Bruce Willis film. Do it for Bruce, okay? You know, I might do it for Bruce, but who knows? I might just wait till it gets to the Dollar Tree too. But look, guys, that is the Physical Media Report. We covered everything new and exciting. We had late breaking news, we had rumors, we had new announcements, we had deals, we had tons of stuff to talk about on today's Physical Media Report, and I am so thankful that you guys joined me here today. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. Again, do tons of physical media content. If you like Blu-rays and 4Ks, you'll love this channel. Hit the subscribe button. Also, comment down below, guys, what are you excited for this week? There's just tons of stuff coming out. What are you excited for coming out in the coming months? Let me know in that comment section below. Also, be sure to turn on those bell notifications and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are in the description, and we'll see you next time.